You've walked past a stray dog before, felt nothing, not even a glance. But somewhere in the ocean right now, an animal with one of the largest brains on Earth swims past a boat full of people. It's powerful enough to punch through the hull of a small boat with a single impact. For centuries, it has crossed paths with humans, again and again. Every time it does the same thing. It turns, it swims away. That's the sperm whale. But it isn't the only predator that does this. Across the planet is some of the most powerful hunters alive, from orcas in the open ocean to cheetahs on the savanna. Snow leopards in the mountains, and even sharks along our coastlines share the same surprising pattern. They have the strength to kill us, yet almost none of them ever choose to hunt us for food. That should be strange. After all, these animals are built to hunt. They rely on different weapons speed, stealth intelligence, or raw power, but they all face the same opportunity whenever humans enter their world. And yet, across centuries of documented encounters, the pattern barely changes. This isn't luck. It's one of the strangest patterns in animal behavior, and by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why. We grow up with a simple assumption: big enough, strong enough, dangerous enough. It should eventually come for us. That assumption is wrong. Here's the twist. We're the ones falling for a bias, and it runs backwards. One dramatic story sticks: a shipwreck tale, a boat rammed at sea last year. Meanwhile, millions of quiet encounters go unrecorded, simply because nothing happened. Take the whaling ships of the 1800s, the story that inspired Moby Dick. Sailors described whales smashing their vessels with terrifying force. For 2 centuries, that image stuck. What most retellings leave out is simple context. Those whales had already been harpooned. They were fighting for their lives, not hunting for a meal. A wounded animal defending itself isn't a predator choosing prey. Confusing the two has shaped our picture of apex predators for generations. It's still doing it today, and the sperm whale is only where that confusion starts. So, if size and power aren't the deciding factor, what actually stops these animals, not just the whale, but each predator in this pattern? 3 real mechanisms are at work here. The first is prey recognition. Every hunting animal carries what researchers call a search image. It's a mental template built across generations for one specific kind of prey. For a sperm whale, that image is squid, a particular shape, a particular sound. Humans don't match it, not even remotely. This explains something people often find confusing about the sperm whale's closest relative, the orca. Along a few coastlines, orcas have rammed boats, deliberately targeting rudders for hours at a stretch. Yet the people standing right there on deck stay completely untouched. That's not confusion on the orca's part. That's precision. In many documented cases, they appear to know the difference between a rudder and a human, and choose one again and again. The same math shows up far from the water, too. The second mechanism is risk versus reward, a kind of calculation running quietly beneath instinct. A cheetah's body is built for speed, not for a fight. One serious wound, and it may never hunt again. A human is large, unfamiliar, and unpredictable. The math rarely favors the attempt. The third mechanism, maybe the most overlooked, is culture, and it brings us back to the orca. Orcapods pass hunting knowledge down for generations, mother to calf. One well-known population eats only fish and refuses to switch, even during severe salmon shortages, even while individuals are starving. If starvation can't rewrite their diet, researchers suggest a human was never going to be the exception. There's a documented case from Alaska, too. An orca brushed against a swimming boy, then pulled back the instant it seemed to register he wasn't a seal. No bite followed, just recognition, then restraint. That restraint is the part almost nobody mentions. In nearly every documented encounter, these animals have the power to hurt us, and they choose not to. Here's the uncomfortable part. All those calm statistics describe average conditions, textbook conditions. Real life rarely stays average. That same restraint appears on land too, high in the mountains where the snow leopard hunts. A snow leopard abandoning a fresh kill makes sense on paper, especially where food is already scarce. But corner any animal, take away its only exit, and that calm calculation can shift fast. Even a famously non-confrontational cheetah has been found curled up beside a sleeping human, drawn in by warmth and stillness, not hunting instinct. A still body reads completely differently to a predator than a moving one does. That difference matters more than people realize. For herders near snow leopard territory or fishing communities sharing water with orcas, that margin for error is thin. One frightened animal, one bad moment, and decades of peaceful pattern can break in seconds. Coexistence isn't guaranteed here. It's earned, quietly, moment by moment. So how did we end up sharing a planet with animals fully capable of killing us whales, orcas, cheetahs, snow leopards, sharks, all of them? We didn't get lucky. We got smart. Every other species had to physically evolve to survive its predators. Thicker hides, faster legs, sharper instincts wired straight into the body. Humans picked a different path. We built spears, then boats, then entire systems of boundaries that keep our worlds mostly separate. Our history with these animals reflects that same pattern. Centuries ago, cheetahs were kept by royalty as trained hunting companions, living close to people without posing a threat. That relationship wasn't survival of the fittest. It was cooperation, built through observation, not force. We never had to outswim a sperm whale or outclimb a snow leopard on our own. We just made sure we were rarely in the same place, at the same vulnerable moment. That's not the story of a fragile species. It's the story of one that solved survival with intelligence instead of biology. So, the next time someone mentions a shark near the coast, remember this. Power was never the same as intention. These animals, the whale, the orca, the cheetah, the snow leopard, the shark, could end us in seconds. Almost none of them ever will. Not because we've tamed them, not because we fully understand them, but because, for now, their world and ours simply don't overlap enough to matter. Somewhere out there tonight, something massive and completely capable is passing within feet of a boat full of people. And once again, quietly, it's choosing to keep swimming.